May the 30th, 2025. Guys, you're looking at an article from today, and it's called Who's Programming the AI, Mr. President, with a question mark. Very fair question, because this is what we've been talking about in the last couple of videos along this subject. And it's very important because this could be worse than the Biden administration. Much worse, and on a global level. It could be something we've never seen before. We've expected it. We've anticipated it. We've been warned about it. But if something doesn't change, we're about to live it, and it's going to be a terrible reality. This was authored by Maureen Steele via the American Greatness. She says, President Trump's new legislative centerpiece, the One Big Beautiful Bill, it has a promising name and some compelling goals to reduce government bloat, streamline agencies, and modernize operations with cutting-edge technology. But there's a big problem, and it is a big one. No one's telling us who's programming the AI. This sweeping bill includes a 10-year moratorium on any state or local government regulating artificial intelligence. According to the Washington Post and AP, some of the most non-trusted people you can listen to, just have to say that. Anyway, according to them, more than 60 existing state-level laws will be overridden if this provision passes. All regulatory authority over AI, including systems that will be used in law enforcement, healthcare, defense, and finance, will be centralized in the federal government for a decade. Again, at least that 10 years. Even worse, the bill empowers the Department of Commerce to deploy commercial AI across virtually every federal agency, from the IRS to the Homeland Security. It says, and yet no one in the White House or Congress has revealed who is writing the AI code, what data sets it's trained on, whether it can be independently audited, or whether it is bound by the U.S. Constitution. It isn't just a transparency issue, this is a constitutional crisis in the making. Think about that. It says, to be clear, Trump's instincts may be sound. We've long needed to shrink a federal leviathan and replace unconstitutional bureaucracies with systems that serve the people, not special interests. But good intentions won't protect us from unseen programmers, black box algorithms, and unaccountable automation. And if you think about it, guys, it's kind of the way that all of the world leaders can just say, we didn't do it. AI did it. You understand what I mean? This bill mandates AI integration across government to improve efficiency and security. But efficiency isn't liberty. Security isn't sovereignty, and no AI, no matter how smart, should be allowed to rewrite, ignore, or reinterpret constitutional rights. Think about that, guys. This is 1984 all over again. According to Business Insider, the AI moratorium's stated goal is to foster innovation and avoid a fragmented regulatory landscape. What does that mean? It means they want a one-world landscape, not fragmented between nations, states, and counties. They want to avoid that. In reality, it strips states of their authority to protect the citizens from deep fakes, algorithmic bias, digital censorship, and mass surveillance. This is not governance. This is outsourced tyranny hidden under the guise of modernization. Very well spoken. So let's ask the question, what happens when AI is weaponized? If the systems being implemented were open source or transparent or built entirely on constitutional jurisprudence, and it could be audited by the public, we'd be having a very different conversation. Instead, we're facing a future. This is important as anything that's coming upon our future. Instead, we're facing a future where an algorithm may determine whether you're eligible for services. A machine learning system may flag you as a threat based on your social media post, and a black box model may deny you a loan, reject your legal challenge, or freeze your bank account, and you'll never be told why. AI did it. You'll never meet the person who made the decision because there won't be one. and you won't be able to sue. Let's not forget, AI is only as trustworthy as the data and the ideology behind it. Who's writing the rules? And guys, they just busted someone Friday, deep state, maybe Pentagon, that was getting ready to send secrets, military secrets, overseas because he did not like the current administration. They got him, though. Arrested him. He went to trial. I think he went to they got him yesterday, and he had his first section of his trial today. That's a good thing. Those type of libtarded Democrats, they can't just walk away. They can't say they lost. They want to destroy everything. They've been doing it for a long time. Again, who's writing the rules? Google, Palantir, Pentagon contractor, a committee of DEI officers, or any of them being held to the Constitution. The bill provides no clarity and no enforceable limits. We really need to also know who's behind that bill. Look no further than Susie Wiles, a longtime D.C. insider and lobbyist who acts as a gatekeeper to the former president. She's known for blocking conservative constitutionalists from delivering vital info to Trump. The concern here is obvious. If Trump is not being properly briefed, then he may be backing legislation that completely contradicts the very values he's trying to protect. They want to make it too big to read. Back to the Pelosi syndrome. He's been misled before, and this bill may be the worst example yet. If AI is going to be deployed in government, then it must be open source so the public can verify it, bound to the Constitution, not corporate code, audited regularly by independent civilian-led review boards, and subject to the judicial challenge if it infringes on your rights. Anything less is a betrayal of American sovereignty. So that's what we fought for. Think about it. Against several administrations, trying to get freedom, liberty back, a decent job, things like that. And something like this, once we think we're at the point to where we got some decent people in place, someone is betraying us on what? American sovereignty. The One Big Beautiful Bill is not a harmless modernization measure. It is a potential gateway to technocratic control, where the power of law enforcement, taxation, and surveillance is handed over to machines we can't see, question, or hold accountable. It does go back to input. Whether it's political ideology or whatever it is, it goes back to that trash in, trash out. It says to call your senators now, demand removal of the AI moratorium, clear constitutional guardrails and transparency, auditing, and public oversight of all AI code deployed in federal agencies. Now, whether it will do any good or not, I don't know, but we all need to do that. Let them know. You know, we need a direct line to some of the people that's on social media. That there are a few now that are going to White House press briefings. If any of you out there have a line that or a way we can contact them, that maybe that question could be asked in one of the press conferences, it would be very helpful. It may be brought up in front of the people it needs to be. But also share this video. Never have I ever put a copyright strike on anyone, ever, and I won't. Share everything that I do. Share it out wide and far on every platform. That's why I do this, to get the message out. It says, let them know we're not giving the republic away to an algorithm. This is the fight. If we lose this one, there may not be one left, human or otherwise, to fight the next. And this is what they're moving for. The AI God. And someone mentioned, I think it was Mike from Around the World, on one of Paul Begley's shows, that watch for the AI Bible coming out on the shelves, and it will be the #1 bestseller. Think of that. And so what will happen there is mental manipulation. And if you look at some of the movies going back, and right now Hollywood is getting a lot of money pushed into it to create movies about how wonderful AI is. And that's been going on for a long time. It wasn't always that it was wonderful, but if you go back to, Al on that movie. But then last year, was it 2024, there was a movie came out that was called Atlas. And it has some Hollywood people in there that I care nothing about. I watched it because it was interesting. It was AI science fiction about the future, like some of the books. And it was basically her falling in love with AI. At first, pushing it away, saying it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, like we are, and then finally giving into it completely and making it look like it's the thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you do. Anyway, I wanted to mention this article. I really wasn't planning on doing a video today, but this one popped up, and it's important. Please share it and go back to the other 2 or 3 where we've talked about this. Share those also if you don't mind. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.